Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Today is Saturday, February 21st, but this is actually going to be a weekend reading. So I'm actually going to put in the title that this message will resonate for those, looking for messages for this weekend. Now, the messages are going to be for February 21st and February 22nd. So just take what resonates with you whenever you see it, okay? This is definitely going to be a weekend reading for, anybody who needs any more confirmation or just more clarity, okay? I won't be using any charms in this video, so please take what resonates with you whenever you see the messages, but definitely this will be for this weekend, okay? And I hope you guys are having a good weekend as well so far. Even if you're not going anywhere this weekend, I hope you guys are relaxing, unwinding. If you have kids, maybe spending time with your kids, things that we all like to do and enjoy during our weekends, all right? So let's jump into it. Let me stop babbling. All right, guys. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for this weekend for February 21st and 22nd? Please give the collective clarity and understanding during their journey, and also give them guidance at all times, whether or not they see this reading or message or video. Always give them the clarity that they need for them to move forward in their journey and also to be successful. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for this weekend? Oh, okay, cool. Right off the gate, right? So first card is the Four of Wands, okay? Now, for some of you guys that resonate with the Four of Wands, there's this energy of community, home, celebrations, coming into unions with other people, okay? Four talks about stability, structure, and foundation, all right? So some of you guys, this message might be repetitive for some of you guys, but this is definitely confirmation for some of you that are, moving forward. For some of you, you may have your Venus in Aries. For some of you, there is something about what you're attracting at this time, okay? Especially with Venus. Venus talks about pleasure, talks about love, okay? Talks about relationships and things of that matter. So if you have Aries placements in Venus, or, you're just feeling the energy of Aries, there's something about you attracting people who are just like you, direct, bold, courageous, honest, etc., okay? So take what resonates with that. Okay, that could be confirmation. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What other messages do you have for the collective at this time? And there's also something like a sense of belonging. Like if you guys felt like, you were alone at some point, there's something about coming together with people who make you feel like, you belong, or make you feel like you're at home. Okay, so this is creating your own family, friends. Yeah, breaking illusions, breaking chains, right? There's something about releasing and letting go. Okay, so this could be dependencies. This could be, powerlessness, right? But you guys are releasing that because, again, you release yourself from the unhealthy, attachments. For some of you guys too, this could be like anything, okay? With the number 15, we're talking about, for some that resonate with this is a change of heart or healing relationships. You could be somebody who has a heart-centered truth, okay? You speak from the heart, you speak with love, right? And this is helping either, if this is not you, okay, this could be someone in your energy, but if this is you, as a collective, you could be somebody who, you speak from the heart and you genuinely mean that. And, you may have people that may not believe you when you speak your truth or when you say something, because you're speaking from the heart. Because again, we're in a world where people can be shady, they lie, they steal, scam, things like that. So for some of you guys with the number 15, that is very significant. And with the number 6, this is about family, nurturing, the home, things of that matter. So giving and receiving could be very significant when it comes to heart-centered, relationships. Or for some of you guys, there's a feeling of, if it's not heart-centered relationships, there's something to do with family, where you guys are releasing the chains of family and stepping into your own or creating your own, okay? So we have here Sun in Scorpio, which is about nostalgia, okay? This is nostalgia, memories, healing. Some of you guys, when it comes to, like I said, giving and receiving, there's something about you guys receiving a financial gift, okay? This is maybe your sacral chakra, what you feel. okay? And for some of you guys, this is a feeling of you embracing, happiness and embracing your inner child as well. For some of you guys, I get this energy whenever I look at this picture, I think of this person that's older. And it's almost like, even if you're in your 20s or your 30s or 40s, whatever age you are, it doesn't matter. There's this feeling of somebody who is looking down at their younger self and saying to their younger self, here, it's okay for you to be yourself. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be your bubbly, lighthearted, pure, innocent type of, energy. It's okay. You are in a position, for some of you guys that are in hermit mode, you basically allow yourself to feel comfortable. You make your inner child feel safe, okay? In spaces where your inner child was not safe, you allow your inner child to feel so safe, so comforted, so warm, so cared for, that it shocks you at sometimes. Sometimes you even wonder, who am I? Right? But for some of you that resonate with this is confirmation, right? This could be happening this weekend where you guys are realizing that, you were always your own parent. You had to mother or father yourself or both, okay, in certain situations, right? Yeah. So even when it comes to options, right? When it comes to these options that you guys could be dealing with, there's something about the choices that you make, especially when it comes to your purpose and also breaking illusions, right? There is something about also when it comes to options, you may feel like, when it comes to your creativity, you may feel like, it might not work the way you expect it to, but don't think like that. When you have options, it means that you can do anything your heart desires, okay? Breaking through the illusions, making choices, okay? The devil, right? This is about creativity and vision. So for Venus and Scorpio, some of you guys, when it comes to like relationships and communication and other people, there's something about you guys with endings and new beginnings, right? Ending a cycle, okay? When it comes to the choices that you guys are making, okay? For some of you guys, there's something about reality and illusion, and also what you focus on and what you truly want to manifest and what matters for you. So breaking the illusions and also breaking through, anything that wasn't even for you, right? There's something about you focusing on clarity and discernment at this time, okay? This card came up upside down, which was actually what I was going to read with I think it was like the Eight of Swords, right? This one here is talking about you surviving, okay? You see how this person is tied up, okay? Tied up, constrained. Okay, this is mental energy. So for some of you guys, when it comes to mental energy as well, you could have felt trapped. You could have felt, restricted. But now you guys are in a position of freedom, surviving, okay? Even when it comes to taking control of your life, that is very significant. And another thing, when it comes to you guys breaking through these illusions and limiting beliefs, this could have been of mental stability. Some of you guys could have been thinking down on yourself, kind of bullying yourself, right? And we're human, okay? You have your good days, you have your bad days, okay? But if you are somebody that was bullying yourself, meaning you were talking bad to yourself, talking down on yourself, there's something about breaking those illusions, okay? And stepping into confidence and be proud of yourself, because it's not easy. Mental illness is not something to joke about. And a lot of people see that people are going through certain things, and sometimes they trigger those things more. Sometimes they're aware that somebody's going through something and they continue to poke at them. Okay. And with you guys, you're not somebody to do that. You can understand people from all walks of life. You're not here to judge anybody. You're not here to control anybody. You want people to see things from your perspective. And for some of you guys, because you guys have been in positions where people did not want to see your perspective, now you guys are focusing on yourself, okay? Not feeling helpless anymore, not feeling as if, the world is, against you. Now you know that the universe is working with you, okay? So take what resonates with that. Okay, when it comes to confirmation, there's something about receiving clarity this weekend about, stepping into your power, okay? So take what resonates with that, right? So yeah, there's something about, for some of you guys, when it comes to Ace of Cups, This is about you stepping into your own spirituality. Now, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy is very significant, okay? There's something about you stepping into your own passion, okay? Building your own financial opportunities. This is new feelings, emotions, okay? Stepping into, independency or even individuality is also significant. But there is something about confidence and a will to act, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to water energy, again, you may have water placements or water energy could be very significant, but you are opening up your heart to love. You guys are releasing the chains, okay? When you were in a situation, for some of you, where people were judging you because you want to help people, okay? Like, people may look at you weird because you're selfless and you don't mind helping people, even if you don't get anything back in return. That was maybe what your path was meant to do. You know what I mean? And even when it comes to breaking illusions and chains, there's something about leaving toxicity, whether this is a job, family, friends, home, whatever this is, mentally, right? Even mentally too. Some of you guys are breaking those illusions, right? So for some of you guys, maybe there is a time where, people may feel like you're very cold, okay? Or, you feel like maybe for some of you guys, there could have been, if it's not your energy, there could have been a coldness, right? Or an emptiness, or you could have felt like, you were blocked with your creativity, right? But now there's an energy of new beginnings and starting fresh, okay? Now, for some of you guys too, Five of Swords is very significant when it comes to, people in the past that caused you stress and conflict. Venus and Aquarius, there's something about you guys detaching. There's something about change, okay? Some of you guys are detaching, okay? You guys are detaching, finding a resolution within yourself, okay? For some of you guys, people in your energy who may have known you in the past, they may feel like you guys are seeking revenge, okay? Or, dealing with difficult conflict when it comes to feeling defeated with people. They may feel like you're trying to do something to them, but in actuality, that's their illusions. So for people who don't understand Aquarius placements will detach, okay? Meaning they can be present in that moment, but they can also detach out of that moment. For some of you, there's something about somebody who has Saturn placements in their chart, whether this is their Saturn, okay, or just having Aquarius placements in general in their chart. And if you are somebody who has those placements and someone else doesn't have that, they may look at you as cold or calculated, okay? But in actuality, what you're doing is you're detaching from the situation and you're focusing on yourself. When you focus on yourself and you're not worried about what other people are doing, it's a strange feeling because a lot of people who do this, they think that you're going to come against them. And to be honest with you guys, you don't even care about coming against anybody, right? It's almost like you guys surrender to the situation. You've accepted, the lesson. You've accepted what's what. And now you guys are in this position of a new season of focusing on yourself, taking care of your mental well-being, okay? No more, putting yourself out there for people who don't respect you or don't have morals or integrity or whatever the case may be, okay? So, Spirit, what other messages do you have for this weekend for the collective? What do they need to know for the 21st and 22nd of February? What else can you tell them? Yeah, so some of you guys, like I said, when it comes to resources, okay, you guys are balancing at this time when it comes to time management. Now, for some of you guys, when it comes to time management, there's something about Jupiter in Capricorn, which talks about, hard work and also business, right? Masculine energy. So when it comes to your abundance, there's something about you guys being flexible, stretching your resources, or even balancing your energy at this time when it comes to time management. This is talking about partnerships. Okay, you are going back and forth when it comes to certain partnerships, meaning that you guys are either partnering up with spirit or there's something about partnering up with somebody else who is similar to you, whether this is a new connection, a friendship, a group of people, right? But this is something about you being able to come together with other people and also learning to have harmony and also balance. Now, for some of you, if this is not a group of people or, coming into a new partnership, this is about within yourself. Okay, you are adaptable, you are flexible, okay, you are able to face change and also the challenges that come at you. Okay, it's giving like strength energy. no matter what obstacles are put in your way, you guys always find a way to come out of that. And sometimes you even wonder, how did you come out of that? And that's because you guys are partnered up with the universe. Okay, we also have here King of Cups. Some of you guys, like I said, when it comes to a balanced head and heart, some of you guys are, devoted people. You guys are advisors, counselors. Somebody could be thinking about doing counseling as well, or even coaching, which is not a bad idea. Okay, we need more people like you. Okay, we need more people who are actually heart-centered and having discernment. We need more people who are actually going to help, their community. And funny, I saw a video of somebody saying that, again, the reason why they stopped helping their community or they stopped doing community things is because they realized that, people could be selfish, or they're users, or they're backstabbers, or whatever the case is, right? And just like in life, things will try to knock you down, but you have to remember that you're here for a reason, and you're here to do a mission or a purpose, right? So even with me, even if I do tarot readings and stuff like that, I'm still responsible for myself. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys, right? I'm responsible for myself in a sense where I need to make sure if I'm not getting income from what I'm doing, because it is my business, but anybody who's an entrepreneur knows that you're not going to get money right away, right? It's a learning process. So even if it's like getting a part-time job, or looking for part-time, or even getting a full-time job in the meantime until you can get yourself afloat, or doing freelance, or doing whatever it is to get, that income coming in or keeping you afloat is very significant. Yes, we all trust in the divine, we all trust in the universe, but at the same time, we also have to be practical, right? So for example, with me, if I'm doing tarot readings and say that I don't get paid for this, or even if I was getting paid or not, there's something about balance, right? Being able to understand that, okay, this is what I'm here to do, but I also have to make sure I have my ducks in a row as well. Okay, being mature, being responsible, taking accountability, okay, for your situation, right? So Two of Cups could be very significant, okay, when it comes to partnerships, like I said, in connections, close bonds, joining forces with people, right? And Queen of Wands when it comes to leadership. You guys are leaders, okay, without even realizing this. Some of you guys are meant to lead, okay? You may have people that you've met in the past where they were leaders in their own right, but there's something about your qualities of leadership, right? You have a skill set about you guys that is very unique to each and one of you individually, right? And some of you guys could be in positions too where you guys are always misunderstood. Even if you speak your truth, you're misunderstood, right? Now you guys are in a season of you're in your power, you're stepping with confidence. Even if you're not somebody who is confident, you're taking baby steps. And that's okay, that's fine. It's okay to not know everything on your journey. That's okay, right? So, take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for some of you that resonate with that message. Okay, but let's see. Yeah, remain positive, right? Again, when it comes to your energy, regardless if you guys are going through, hardships, challenges, either you guys are remaining positive or you were always somebody who always remained positive, okay? And that is why God always, blesses certain people, or the universe always blesses certain people, okay? I mean, the reason why I say the universe and God is because, again, some of you guys are religious, some of you guys are spiritual, some of you guys are from different walks of life, and I'm not here to judge that. What I'm here to do is respect everybody's journey and respect everybody's mental well-being and relay messages that are meant for everybody from all walks of life. Right? So take what resonates with that. There's something about remaining positive. Okay. Yeah. And also when it comes to you waiting, okay, there's an opportunity. Some of you guys with this opportunity, there's something about meditation. You guys could have meditated on this, right? And also when it comes to forgiveness, right? There is something about an opportunity coming in, and there is something about forgiveness. Now, either you forgave yourself in a situation or you forgave other people mentally. They don't need to know that you forgave them. These people could be gone out of your energy, at this point. But there is something about forgiving yourself and being very gentle with yourself and being very graceful with yourself too. You know that feeling where you can give everybody grace? okay? But nobody gives you grace, you know, that kind of way. Some of you guys are looking for a sign as well, and this could be confirmation as well. Helpful people at the bottom of the deck and big happy changes, okay? But you know that energy of somebody giving everybody grace, but not them, they don't get that same grace? Whatever grace you give other people and whatever love and integrity and morals that you give other people, always give that to yourself. Fill your cup up first before you fill up anybody's cup, because you know why? When you fill up other people's cups, just like how you filled up your own, you don't feel as bad, you know? You don't feel resentful, you don't feel bad. You just go with the flow and you just say, you know what? Confirmation with the horn, that was my lesson to learn. They're not for me, and it's okay for me to move on. It's okay for you to leave environments that don't serve you. It's okay to leave people that don't serve you. Even if it's family or friends, you know, sometimes it's really hard to release the people that you grew up with or you knew, okay? And you thought maybe that this was life, right? So there is some things that you guys could be finding out this weekend when it comes to, you know, you guys having your power, how strong you really are. And even when it comes to like meditation, some of you guys, you know, you guys could have went in with yourself, and there is something about, you know, seeing signs and synchronicities. So if you guys are looking for a sign, either this reading could be confirmation. Even if I'm not the one that's giving the confirmation, you guys could see other readers that are out there as well. Or there's something about paying attention to angel numbers, okay? And also the messages behind those angel numbers that are very significant, okay? But anyways, I'm going to end it here, guys. This is a weekend message, so you guys might see this for today or even Sunday. But I'm going to end it here, guys. So I'm going to make the date for the 21st and the 22nd. And again, like I said, you know, remain positive, guys. As much as things look chaotic at this time, just know that your energy is being watched by the universe. They see what you're trying to work on or what you're trying to do. And you staying in this positive energy is going to attract what you desire at this time, all right? And I know it sounds crazy, but it is. You know, we are a reflection of our outer world. So the more that we go internally and we heal certain things about ourselves, the more that we will see that externally. And it's true, okay? I'm not saying this because I'm trying to tell you a whole bunch of hoopla, okay, or telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you this because of experience, right? Where I've alchemized energy myself and I've transmuted energy myself. And I've actually felt better doing that because I realized, okay, well, you know what? This is not working for me. I let it go. And the moment that I let it go, something else comes up for me that actually something that I need, right? So again, remain positive, stay focused, keep doing what you guys are doing, and be proud of yourself. I know I say this a lot, but I know some of you guys don't maybe think this way sometimes because of other people's, you know, energies or projections, but be proud of yourself, guys, okay? Be so proud of yourselves. Be proud of the fact that you've made it this far. Be proud that you guys were able to open your eyes this morning and see another day just so that you can move forward in your successes. Be proud, okay? And just know that you guys will always get what you desire. All right, guys? I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. You guys can follow me on TikTok and YouTube, of course, but my website is also www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can book a reading or you guys can just check out my website. All right, guys? I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Protect your energy, have discernment, but also have grace and love for yourself as well. All right, guys? Bye.